thinking so hard to find what to say.
It's just in front of you.
I mean, guys, I want to hope by the end of this episode, I will have seen something that is beneficial to you, to me, and to any other person.
Yeah.
Because honestly,
Hello guys, how are you? My name is Tina.
my name is Austin. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Why are you
But
laughing?
my name is Austin. It's good to be back after. Is it a minute or?
It's been a hot minute.
You've been saying this thing the whole time.
Yeah, it's been
Anyway,
a hot minute.
we are back from wherever we were. I don't know where we were, but we are back. We're here. So I hope 2024 itatupeleka vizuri as we start. Okay, this is the second episode in 2024, but the very first episode recorded in
like live.
Yeah.
Eh.
it's live.
Okay, recorded like for real tuko mbele ya camera.
So I hope mmekuwa poa. How have you been?
Been fine.
Oh,
Busy,
how's been
tired.
January?
Well,
Yep.
January, let me tell you, people had a lot of resolutions. Maybe we'll talk about that. If you've been keeping your resolutions on track, are you keeping track of how you're performing this year? Because mwaka tunavuka mwaka and people are like, oh, next day I want to go to the gym. Have you been going to the gym? I want to eat healthy. Have you been eating healthy? I want to avoid alcohol. Have you been drinking? So yeah, it's a time to assess if you've been faithful
But
to your resolution.
We're heading to the third month, so I think
Mhm.
like maybe from the third month now you can assess the first quarter of your year. How has it
Mhm.
been? Have you been doing whatever you wanted to do? But I want to hope that everyone is doing what they wanted to do this year, because this is that year that we say just do it and make sure you do it to your level best. Yeah.
So today we'll be talking about gratitude. What are those things that we have in our lives that they look so normal, but in real sense it's privilege to some of us?
Yeah.
Because kuna wengine hawana, and the moment we fail to appreciate these little things, life becomes boring. Or it loses meaning.
When I was looking at this, when you
Mhm.
told me about this topic, I was like thinking so hard to find what to say.
It's just in front of you.
I mean, guys, I want to hope by the end of this episode, I will have seen something that is beneficial to you, to me, and to any other person.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's life, the way life comes, and the way I've understood life in the 20 years plus that I've been alive.
Oh, 20 years.
20 years plus. I don't want to quote my exact age, but the 20 years plus that I've been alive, I've learned a lot of things. There are things that we really take for granted. They're so normal. We've made them so normal, but it's good to appreciate at times.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So this is that episode. Let's see what people have
So what's your
normalized.
number one?
My number one, waking up in the morning. People don't usually pray nowadays. You don't give thanks to God.
Is that a privilege? Okay.
It's a privilege, my friend. It's a privilege to everyone because someone slept and said tomorrow when I wake up. Then tomorrow they don't wake
Yeah,
up.
they don't wake up.
So when you get that opportunity to open your eyes, I mean, pray, tell God thank you. And we are a victim of all this. All of us are a
Yeah,
victim
because some of
this.
us just wake up rude and they just like, they want to get to whatever they want to do. They want to be going to the gym. You don't even take a minute to thank God for that life. Because, okay, I can say I'm a
We're all victims. No one
Yeah.
is like we are all victims.
At
At
times
some
I forget
point,
to pray.
at some point you forget. And some of us have normalized it, like we just wake up, go about doing whatever we want to do that day without even thinking. So I feel like whenever we wake up in the morning, whenever we open our eyes and we have seen people who we love, please take a moment and thank God. I mean, it doesn't cost you a thing. Yeah, because someone else wished for that day, wished for that opportunity to open their eyes, but they didn't. They're in hospital beds. Some of them are in cold fridge. So yeah.
For me, number two is Wi-Fi. Yeah, really, really, really. Wi-Fi is such a privilege. Kama uko na Wi-Fi kwenu, you never see the difficulty to do your things. You never see. Okay, so ukisikia mtu like Kwa hawana Wi-Fi, then you're like, how do you survive? Some of us don't have these things.
Well, okay.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is really a privilege. Like it is. It is.
Okay, now I
But
know.
right now,
Mm.
it's like industry in a crowd now. Doing now, everyone wants to put Wi-Fi at Kamani.
Yeah.
Those small companies, because Kitambo, it used to be a few.
You see, nowadays what I think is so many brands have come out with the
Mhm.
idea of marketing
Making it
affordable. Yeah,
affordable.
making it affordable. So when
Yeah.
they market it, people are like, okay, let me get this one. It's much affordable. I can try and pay. And people are shifting from
Watching
from
broadcast.
watching. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. We're shifting
The
from the
traditional
decoders
TV.
and all that stuff. Now we're going to YouTube and all that. So it's like people are transitioning from that period. But I feel like
Si kila mtu ako na-
si kila mtu akona, yes. And I remember, when I was young, I used to go out, then find a few of my friends in a certain corner using someone's Wi-Fi. My guys, please let us go and appreciate that lady for whatever she did for us, because she never complained, but we were there.
Which lady?
There was a lady we used to use her internet. So with my guys, we need to go and thank her.
I remember back then it was 2020 or 21. Was it 2020? You guys didn't have Wi-Fi. Now I was like, how does he even survive without Wi-Fi? But
That
now,
was a rich kid.
yeah,
I
you
was
are
a rich kid.
You were doing bundles.
Bundles,
But
man.
bundles are expensive. But ukipata mtu
It's for the
amechukua
rich kids
time
only.
yake,
It's for the rich kids. Like people like that.
amechukua time yake,
Yeah.
akachukua pesa, akanunua Wi-Fi, akaweka kwa nyumba. That's a privilege. If you have that, you should really thank God.
But
Even
again,
your parents.
speaking of Wi-Fi, let us talk also about what are bundles. I mean,
I think bundles are just
it's so expensive when it's internet.
Mm.
Some point it's internet. So I'm not the one who's supposed to be thankful when I go and buy it. The other person who is receiving my messages, that lady who is receiving my messages, should be thankful, because do you know what I gone through?
That
to
is
get those
the bare
bundles?
minimum.
My friend,
Those
no.
are bare minimum.
I
I
mean-
mean, if you're dating, a guy should text you, right? So that's bare minimum.
But
He
people
should.
go through struggles to text. You just think that we just wake up in the morning. But yeah, so another thing is this one I don't know where it came from, but have you ever crossed the road, then all of a sudden the driver of any car stops for you to cross?
Yeah.
People never say thank you. We just walk and go. Just a few
Okay.
usually give a thumbs up and they go. I mean, that's not for everyone. In fact, you might be crossing in a very wrong place, but the driver decides to stop his car or her car for you to cross. Then you're there, unatembea kama boss. You're not a boss. Just do something to appreciate whatever that person has done. Because if it was someone else, like this matter to these rogue drivers, napita na wewe. So I feel like that's an opportunity that people have normalized, like it's my right to cross. Remember, you're not crossing in a zebra crossing. Or again, maybe that person has their own things, but they decide to stop. I mean,
Yeah.
in as much as it's a zebra crossing or not a zebra crossing, just give them a thumbs up, then go. Or wave to them to show them, okay, asante. We never appreciate such things. It's the little things, they matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, another privilege is being a content creator. I don't think that tunaweza pea mtu kamera, mpe lights, maybe create something. Yeah, so
That's
creativity on another level is a privilege, and we should be appreciating ourselves for doing that. Because yeah, it's all struggle, it's all sweat. And when the content gets to you, you feel like, this is not much work. But really setting up that place, utoe video, usongeshe, weke light, ununue sijui nini, you know how to edit, you get your effects right. It's a lot of work. So if you can do that, content creation, I feel like
But people have normalized say, okay, they just see people and they're like, it's just creation. It's the same way people think that news is just reading. It's like you've memorized. It's a whole process. In as much as you're reading from a teleprompter or the OCQ, man, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's a
So I feel
process.
like everyone should appreciate content creators.
Yeah.
We should really appreciate them because that's a lot of work. Appreciate those people who read for us news. And people think that it's just easy. Like you're
It's
just
never
born with it. But some people really struggle to get there. It's hard work. For example, I can use the story of Messi and Ronaldo. Messi is naturally a footballer, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo had to work for it. So in the same way, I can say content creation. Kuna wale they are born with it, and there are those who
Work hard
work
for it.
hard. And even if you're born with it, there is some part you will get to that you have to work. So I feel like as Kenyans or as everyone in this world, we should appreciate content creators. It's a lot of work. That's all I can say. Like the skills, it's a privilege.
Okay, this one goes to the bachelors or Machale.
Okay.
Appreciate that lady who washes your clothes and even the inner ones. I mean, there are these guys who remove everything, then they give it to
That's a privilege.
my friend. No one will want to wash your
Okay, are we talking bachelors or married?
Not even. Okay,
Bachelors.
I'm talking about people who are single. But to married, it's your own problem. I can't talk to you. But I'm talking to Gen Z. Remember, it's Gen Z. There are these guys who they're like, okay, I can do things for myself. Then you want to throw everything, your boxers, your vest, and all that stuff for someone to wash. You see, that minute that you give them your boxers, my friend, and you don't appreciate the work that they do, you are like, oh, it's their work, nini. Please take a moment and tell them, hey, I know I gave you something that is private, but thank you for not complaining. Just appreciate that effort that they made to do it. Because why on earth will you give someone something that you wear inside to wash for you and be like, I'm a man, be like,
okay, that's kind of complicated.
But really appreciate.
But what would you tell a girl who's not yet married and has started doing wife duties? What would you tell such a person? I feel like there's a lot you can tell such a girl, and it can save a girl. Yeah, it can save a lady from heartbreaks, because most of the times you find that these ladies who do these things, these wifey duties for boyfriends, they
Can I ask you something?
they are taking advantage of. They're taking advantage.
You said you're a girlfriend doing wifely things.
Yeah.
First of all, know your place. You're a girlfriend, not a wife. Then again, you're not a maid. That is something I'm telling people. As a lady, before you start washing or doing things for that person, I will first understand him. Is he really interested in you? Is he really committed to that relationship? Is he really looking at the future? Does he have you in his plans for the future? Ask yourself such questions.
So how do you know if a guy has plans for you? Now that you're a guy.
I mean, we are all different. There are these people who will always come and tell you, this is what I think. They always ask for your opinion. Such a person has a plan for you in their life. There are these people who will always want you to be part of whatever they're doing. And when they're at their lowest, they'll come to you and ask you, what am I supposed to be doing here? They want you to, it's like they want you to be part of whatever they're going through. So that when they get that, their growing process. So that when they get successful, you're also part of it. But easy for someone, okay, sorry to say this, but let me just be honest. If you're dating someone who takes you to the club every weekend and you think that you'll be married to that person, please stop thinking that. You should adjust your thinking way and start rethinking of what you want for your life. Because truth be told, men don't want to marry these people that they take to clubs. Hiyo ni kitu nawaambia. They don't want to marry people who go there, these people when you want to chill jabba and all that stuff. No, they want people who see the future. And no one will ever tell you that, but I'm telling you right now. So when it comes to the people who mnafanyiwa vitu, most of them are Charlies, wenye mnafanyiwa vitu. When someone is doing that for you, usimkemee, usimfanye they feel like they're nothing. Just take your time and appreciate the efforts that they're making. Because someone coming to wash your boxers, by the way, and your vest, it's your inner clothes. Isn't it true? You're supposed to be doing it for yourself. Someone who does that and is not your mom, and my friend, appreciate that person. It takes a lot of courage for someone to do such a thing. Even if it's for money, I'm looking for money and I'm doing that. Jamani, please just appreciate that effort, because it takes a lot of courage for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but we've normalized it, by the way. It's normal.
We've normalized.
See, Machali have normalized it.
But,
See, we put that
one
on.
thing I can tell my ladies or my girls, don't do that, because the minute you do,
Sababu ufala,
exactly.
sababu wana.
Now he'd be like, oh, that girl comes to do clean.
Then tells the boys, Mama Fu atakam tu. Na you're the Mama Fu. With all your beauty, you're the Mama Fu. When you go there, babe, yeah. Okay.
No, you're saying
See, the way they lie to you. Ladies, some of these
Okay.
men lie to you.
Okay.
If you come to one of our conversations, you'll laugh. Anyway, continue.
Whose conversation?
No, continue.
Okay, my next privilege is good health. Good health? Good health. Like, you don't have headache, you don't have homa, you don't have UTI, you don't have stomach, ulcers.
Was UTI
from-
necessary?
Yeah. You know how UTI is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So from
Not
head
from
to toe.
direct experience. I just know.
No one said you've had
Someone might
UTI.
crucify me. Not from a direct experience. But I know.
Like from head to toe,
You're good.
and you're good, like you're healthy 100%. That's a privilege. It's really hard to find someone who doesn't have anything chronic. Like you don't have asthma, you don't have anything. Umeamka, you are good to go. Like you don't need drugs. Like even for a week. That's amazing.
Take
It's
time
a
and
privilege.
appreciate God and the doctors who put effort in ensuring that you're healthy. I mean, it's not for everyone. It's a privilege, by the way, for you to have good health, because no one plans to wake up with stomach aches or headaches and all that stuff. But when you wake up 100% well, everyone say thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, and tell them and tell God to protect the doctor's fear, because they're also human. So I feel like to normalize ati nikiamka leo I can run, I can do my things, then I will just say, sherehe, no. Take your time and appreciate the person who gave you that good health. Yeah, my other point is appreciate parents who make sure that you go to school, because in as much as we say it's a basic need, it's a need,
Yeah, it's
but
neat,
not everyone
but not
gets
everyone
it.
gets
More so
it.
right now in Kenya, it's so hard.
Wait.
I mean, education is so expensive, and this one, I'm pretty sure someone who is watching knows this. When you get the opportunity to go and do something in school, I mean, you get the opportunity to learn something new from that institution that you are in, please take a moment and thank your parents and thank God for your parents, because
Yeah.
not everyone can access that quality education. Again, when you're in international schools, not everyone can access international schools. Private schools, not everyone can access that. So when you get the opportunity to access such, please be appreciative. Don't just feel like, oh, I'm the boss, I'm the nini. Take your time and
I feel
appreciate.
like I can add on to that by saying having supportive parents is such a privilege. You know, I saw some. Okay, I saw these. I think it was a meme. It was a meme. Yeah, it was a meme. I saw someone saying that how the hell do you even say that having supportive parents is a flex? Like they have not experienced the side of having parents who are not supportive. So they feel like it's normal for me to be having this. I mean, it's a right that I have.
See, let me
And
be
they
honest.
fail to see that supportive parents are really rare to have. Like they can't
Yeah.
see the scarcity of such parents.
Truth be told, having supportive parents is one of the greatest blessings that you can ever have, because not all parents, most of the African parents, a lot of them are supportive. They always want to control you, they always want to detect how you do your
And
things.
why is it that these toxic traits only reign in black families? I
don't know what happened to Africans. I don't want to say that one.
How is it a way of raising that they believe
It's just an archaic way and a very uncouth way of doing things.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, why would
The
you
grammars are dropping.
why would you want to control everything? I'm like, okay, the best way to do is, first of all, know who your child is, their abilities, their potential. Then from there, start supporting or start helping them to improve where they can improve to be better people. You see, when it comes to having supportive parents, it doesn't just come with being supportive. It comes with the efforts that they put, because they want to ensure that you realize your potential, you be successful better than them. You see, so getting such parents is a blessing, and you have to thank God for them. And
But what if I say that the reason why we are having generations and generations of toxic parents or parents who are not supportive is because they're trying to project
society
onto
also
us
supports.
what they had experienced.
Yeah, exactly. So you see, what I feel like, as Africans, I can say that the problem that we have is we always want to ensure that the next generation goes through the same things that we went through,
Yeah.
that we went through. So you feel like, when I grew up, I was being beaten by doing this mitizamo parent and all that stuff. So the same way I want to discipline my children, I feel like it doesn't work that way. There's a better way. If you're being, I don't know which word to use, but okay, if yours was that to that extent, you don't need to do that, because it's like you're taking out all the cereals that you've been accumulating for 10 years, 15 or 20 years. Now you're taking out, you're taking them out on
your
one
child.
person. I mean, utaumiza mtoto.
So do you believe that discipline can be done without inflicting pain on a child? I mean,
It can
what
be
do
done.
you think about the notion of discipline being inflicting pain on a child or making the child cry?
You see, it can be done.
It can be done.
It can be done without inflicting pain. There are so many ways. One, I might give it. Okay, you can stop. You can one way you can succeed to do that is um by reducing, okay, by limiting the privileges that you give to them. So if they were accessing internet, Netflix, and all that stuff, now you stop doing everything for them, so that they also appreciate the fact that si kila mtu ako nayo, and they also appreciate that they are supposed to work hard. That is one. Another thing is you don't have to inflict pain. Just now you use other methods like grounding them, like
having conversations.
yeah, having
that also
conversations.
work. Yeah.
But this one I don't really support it. Taking your children to boarding schools at a very young age, that is
No,
child
that is
neglection.
that is denying the child
That
your
is child
attention.
neglection, man. Why would you at class one?
Class one, that's so early.
So I feel like
About-
there's so many other ways you can use to discipline our children that is not inflicting pain.
Oh, yeah.
But if you feel like kiboko is the way, you can use it, but ensure when you use it, you don't hurt that child to a point that anatoka down.
Not even that. I feel like you shouldn't do it occasionally, like like you do it like, let's say, even 4 times a week,
4 times a week,
or even consecutively.
4 times a week,
When a
that's too
child
much.
does something wrong, because they'll get used to it and say that itachapwa na itaisha.
Itaisha. See, we used to have such mentalities when we grew up. We were like, itachapwa itaisha. Yeah.
What's another privilege? I'm not giving my point. Okay, another privilege I think we have that we don't appreciate is point imepotea.
My other point is having good food.
Food.
Good balanced diet.
How many of us eat balanced diet in a day?
It's for the few.
For the few.
For the few. Kwanza sahi in Kenya, it's for the few.
Right now, you can even get people surviving on 2 meals or even 1 meal a day.
When you have 3 meals in a day, man, you need to be appreciative. You need to appreciate where it came from, because not everyone right now can access that privilege. Not everyone can eat 3 meals a day. Again, not everyone can eat good food like the way you're doing. You see, you might be eating rice, cooked well with maybe rice, potatoes, and all that stuff that people like, and someone else is eating, I don't know what to say, but it's like it's boiled vegetables without salt, without nothing. It's just boiled that way, and it's not even well cooked. They eat, they sleep, then they wake up tomorrow and say, "Tumeachia Mwenyezi Mungu."
I remember there was a video of this lady who trended, like the I think it was the, how do you call these people, landlords? Yeah, the land. I'm sorry. This landlord took the roof, and it took a roof. This lady lives in Mathare, so like she didn't have what do you say? What do you call it? Rent.
Yeah, rent.
So the landlord took the
Trauma
roof.
bomb, we don't even know them. It's rent.
Rent.
Yeah, trauma
Little
bomb.
trauma bomb. So like the landlord took the roof and hana namna. Imagine it was that period of raining, but I thank God it didn't rain on her. So like she was boiling strong tea and sugar for children to drink. She had only cooked, I think, no, she didn't cook. Then it was put on Instagram. Then a lady just offered to help. Like she went there, she found the children drinking water with sugar. Like hakuwa na namna. So like alinunua sukari ya 10 bob. I believe like they have these sachets za 10. She only bought 2. You can just imagine the kind of life these ladies live. I feel like
There was a time.
we are so privileged. Na hata kama tunakosa, we feel like, oh my god, mbona tunakosa hii kitu?
Someone
And
else
someone
was
is
stronger.
even
I remember there was a time I was reading something. There was I think, if it's not a fictional story, then I don't know. But there was a time a lady had 3 children. Then she told them, the food that is in front of you, we're eating today. And after this, let us just wait for our death.
That was fictional.
So,
can't say. Oh.
I don't know.
Mhm.
But it was like, after tumekula,
This is it.
That's just it. So I feel like wengine wetu, we don't have to, like, we have never experienced such. We have food throughout. We eat balanced diet. We eat good food. We have everything. So when you have good food, when you eat a balanced diet, when you can order something from KFC, Chicken Inn, and all that, thank God for it, because someone else out there doesn't really have it. They can't afford that luxury that we have. But we ukiwa hapo nayo, and if you have it, pia share with others.
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't have any other privileges, honestly. But what I can tell people is that when you feel like things are not going well for you, I think I told some girl this. If you feel like things are not going well for you, you can't see any beauty in life, start being grateful. Thank God for every little thing. Or you can even say, wow, thank you, I did this. Thank you for the oxygen. Thank you for the water. Thank you for what? Thank you for what? Thank you for what? That's why it's like you're counting your blessings, and it has this good vibes effect, and you feel like, wow, I'm so blessed. So it's very important to be grateful for these privileges, but I wouldn't say that it's privilege that much, because there's the bare minimum. Apart from good health and waking up in the morning, those ones are privileges, honestly. But as for the rest, because okay, as for food, like kuna sisi wenye tunakula, we can even eat burger a whole week. That's the bare minimum. Like we thank God for that, because that is maybe what you can afford if you're eating
It's a
burger
good
the whole
food.
week.
It's still good food.
Yeah, it's still good food.
Yeah, so you thank God for it.
Mm.
We appreciate you.
So there's no bare minimum for privileges.
Yeah.
So be grateful. Be
Yeah.
grateful.
I think I'll add something. Well, people usually take this for granted. When someone comes and talks sense into you and tells you this is the right way, and you feel like it's the right way, thank that person. Because depression is real, number one. People die out of depression.
Yeah.
When someone comes and talks to you and they listen to you and they never give up on you, my friend, appreciate that person.
I feel like you triggered something in me. It is also a privilege to know yourself. To know yourself and get breakthrough and feel like you can conquer the world. I feel like that's a privilege on another level.
It's not for everyone. So when you have someone who can talk to you and you know yourself, appreciate it. Again, maybe if you have parents who are loving, parents who are caring, please take a moment and appreciate that, because kuna watu hapa nje, they have parents, yes, but things are not okay on their side. So if you have both parents that love you, my friend, and they appreciate who you are, like they just accept you how you are, who you are, and all that stuff. Jua kuna watu wengine kule nje, it's their biological parents, but what they go through, yeah, it's hell. You have a parent who you can talk to, and they listen to you, and they also advise you. So for me, I feel like what I'll say is, in life, we never get what we want, but the things these little things that we have, that maybe they might seem little, but they're so big. And when you don't take time and appreciate them the way they are, then it's like we're messing up. It's like we're missing something in life. So from today, an advice I'll give to anyone who is watching is any little thing, anything that you feel is little, be very appreciative. If someone comes and gives you food, if someone comes and like, you know, I forgot. If someone opens the door for you and you don't know them, just tell them thank you. If someone like you want to use the lift and it's like lift pin and you phone and I don't know, but they were waiting for you wamekushikia lift ili uingie. Thank those people.
So can I ask you?
You usually live asking questions. Okay, ask. Let's ask.
Okay. What are you thankful for so far? Like, okay, yeah, 2024 is a new year. So I'd like to talk about 2023. What are you thankful for in the year 2023?
One, I'm thankful for all the days that I was healthy. Number one, from the first day to the last day, 365 days. I'm thankful for that. Two, I'm thankful for always smiling. Three, I'm thankful for everyone who was around me and kept on motivating me. Three, I'm thankful for what me myself achieved, what I told myself, how I pushed myself, and all that stuff. I'm thankful for everything. I mean, I can start counting them, then it becomes like I'm counting them for the next 3 hours because there's so many things. But one thing that I'm grateful for is the gift of life, good health,
Yeah.
and just accessing basic needs in life, and having good friends who will listen to me. Though I don't have so many friends, but for the few that I have, I'm really thankful for them. Yeah, that is it. How about you?
Good. Me. Okay. 2023 was quite tumultuous. It was full of highs and lows. I was feeling like, wow, thank God for this year. It has been an amazing year of successes, achievements. I think that was on 10th or 7th of December. But what followed after, I just knew, like, never, 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 never in your life count your eggs before they hatch. Like, I can just say, December, Ikisha, it was a rough year. It was a rough time. But what I can be thankful for is everything that I went through in 2023, because I feel like it propelled me into knowing myself. I feel like I'm a better person today compared to what I was. I'm thankful for the support system. Um, I don't want to say I don't have supportive parents, but however my parents are, like, I just appreciate them because on the positive side, they've made me know that not everything can go your way. Sometimes you have to stand for yourself. Sometimes you have to push yourself. Sometimes you have to choose yourself. Sometimes you have to, like, be the best version for yourself. You have to believe in your abilities. You have to push through. You have to look into something and feel like there's something here. There's something I want from this place, but I'm not seeing it. Am I ready to stay here till something good comes out of it? I can say that I'm thankful to have them because um, they've really been an ingredient of 2023's emotions. And I am seeing myself like a better person right now because I'm like, no hard feelings. And also I'm getting over the emotions. I told you I got over the emotions. Yeah, I did. And that's a huge step for me. So I'm like, oh, so you can be mad at someone and still be like, how are you fine? Did you have your breakfast? Did you do this? Did you do that? You still care about them. Have you ever explored such emotions with someone? Like, amekukasirisha, but you still care.
I'm this type of person who never gives up on people.
You never give
I
up.
mean, like, unaweza nikosea a million times, and I'll never get tired of talking to you because I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I usually tell myself that my purpose in life is to ensure that people smile, people are happy,
Mm-hmm.
and I never get tired of people. But once I get tired of you,
Oh, I love that
it's
for you.
it's done. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So my most explode emotion in 2023 was forgiveness. it is really hard for me because I feel like when you just do something to me, I'm like, I'm done. I don't want anything to do with you. But right now, I'm like,
She's still the
life.
same. She's lying.
You're
still the same.
sure? You're sure? But right now, I'm like, okay, I can give you that chance again. I can give you that chance again.
But it takes time.
Yeah,
to
but it's still.
It takes
Acha
time.
kunichomea.
Anyways, what I can say is that whatever she's saying is true.
Yeah, thank you.
It's true. It's true. I'm just like, okay.
Mm.
So, guys,
You're sure you're not being nice? You're
No,
being honest?
I'm being honest. I'm
You're
not being
being
nice.
You're not being nice.
When you're
Yeah.
nice, people will misuse your niceness.
I
If
can't
that is
misuse
English.
your nice.
Are you people? Are you people?
No, I'm not.
So, guys, great. So we've come to the end of this episode,
Oh yeah.
and thank you very much for being with us throughout the episode.
Mhm.
One thing is that 2024 expects something new. I
Wow,
think
yeah.
we want to start having people on board, like
Mm.
inviting other people. So msituzoe sana, mzoe faces tofauti pia. It's a year for guests. Yes.
Yeah,
we want guests.
yeah.
So,
Fungulia watu milango.
so unajua ukiwa na yako,
Mhm.
unampa mwingine pia naye ajijenge kisha maisha yanakuwa nzuri.
Mm.
So guys, thank you very
That
much
was
for
it.
watching this
Yeah.
episode.
Mhm.
See you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a guest. Hopefully. Not even sure.
Are you sure?
Hopefully. I've just said hopefully.
I feel like the first, okay, you at times you like have dreams. I know I'm the dreamy person,
Bye.
but at
Still
times you're the
sit
dreamy
around.
person.
I'm
But-
going. Bye.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Oh really? At times you're a dreamy person. I just feel like we can just do 5 episodes then have a guest, like for the purposes of arrangements.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So see you guys next week.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, I think I forgot something. Don't forget to wasiliana na sisi on our social media accounts. Instagram, Let's Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, I think I forgot.
Ostina_254.
Yeah,
As for YouTube, it is there. It
you
is
have to
there.
share YouTube.
Yeah, but remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and give us feedback. Let us know what you want us to talk about this 2024. And let me say this here.
Bye.